Hello and welcome to another episode of Put Me in Coach on episode 50. We are now in the half to 100 games and stuff. We're in the first half, I meant to say enough, and then the rest will be 50 more of 100 and stuff. So, side moments game. Diamondbacks versus Rockies game two. Lineup of today. The I think in lineup is just exactly the same yesterday, and so Jorge Barosa and Jose Fernandez actually came in to pitch hit and stuff. Fortunately enough, Lourdes Guerrero Jr. Went for a slide catch. Fortunately, he did caught the ball, but I guess he felt a left hamstring in his thigh or something of it. So he didn't really feel uncomfortable. So he got brought out of the game. So for Jorge Barosa plays center field and stuff. And then fortunately for Ryan Wolfsmith, was playing center field. He had to change to left field instead, and that was in the top of the sixth. So for Jorge Barosa was hitting for Lourdes Guerrero Jr. in the lineup and stuff, and then later on, I thinking Jose Fernandez came up to hit as well, just for pitch hit. So that's pretty much of that. Just seeing of the stats today on the offense and stuff. Again, I think it was just a 50-50 chance enough. There was a lot of hits, but not so much in a way and stuff. Yeah, this offense is being weird right now and stuff. They're not getting the most hits they can get and stuff, and so they're not really showing that and stuff. Ryan Wolfsmith was doing really good today and stuff, but I guess his first bat was not good. But it's not like the worst thing about it and stuff. But overall, Lourdes Guerrero Jr. basically came out as one for one and stuff, but still of enough of still a good player, but hopefully we can get him back to ready for other games and stuff. Pitching wise enough, Michael Orsorka starting out today for the Diamondbacks. He went 6 innings, gave 4 hits, struck out 2, walked none. Sorry. Man, I am coughing like crazy. And then gave up 1 run. And so I think he did pretty good. I think he went to the longest enough. This is another weirdest thing about it and stuff. I don't understand enough. Like, I get it enough of you want to go more innings and stuff. But if the manager is going to respect you in a way of enough of just like, hey, like you're done, respect that. Like I get like enough of you don't want to get kicked out and stuff and anything. But this is also like a tough situation. Depends enough of what's the score of the game and stuff, how good you are and stuff. It's not nothing about being comfortable at the time and stuff. Things can go wrong in certain times and stuff. So you don't want to go too much and stuff. I guess there's another argument enough of how much he's been pitching and stuff, and I thinking he was in the lower around in the 70 time till he got brought out in the 6 and stuff. So, and then obviously enough you honestly let Morel Kelly pitch all the way to the 9th inning with 100 pitches and stuff. So clearly enough with the difference. I thinking just like I don't know. I thinking Kelly did a lot better of what he did and stuff today. He just like he did good and stuff, but it was just not the same as what Kelly did getting his complete game. So you got to understand that and stuff. So hopefully enough, he did good in a way. Like I get like you want to keep playing and keep going. You want to show that and stuff. But again, you gotta just respect your manager and stuff. Just respect your staff, and And fortunately enough, I think Torre Lavello also understand that, or enough he will respect back to you and stuff. So shows enough of he has a great heart as being a manager and stuff. So that's all of that. Rockies starting pitcher was Tamioki Sugano. He went 7 innings, gave up 6 hits, struck out 3, walked 1, gave up 2 runs. And he also did good. I wouldn't say he's in the same range and stuff with Michael Sorka and stuff. I think Sorka did a lot better today and stuff. Sagano pretty much gave up a little bit of runs here and there and stuff. Keeping with the Diamondbacks offense and stuff and doing good on defense, pretty good for him in a way and stuff. So, that's that. The Diamondbacks offense, Taylor Clark, Brendan Garcia, Juan Morello, and Ryan Thompson. And I understand enough of some ways enough at the end, bullpen did not do so well and stuff. We lost this game, but I get it. It was only one. Both of them only gave up 1 run, so it was not too bad and stuff. I get it's the Rockies, how you get run off the Rockies. You'd be more of a surprise. You can lose against on a bad team, and you can be still of a better team. So things can happen in some ways and stuff. You cannot just hope enough of oh, you suck, I'm just going to strike you out. You never know. Never know. That person could hit a home run if you want to, because you say Hunter Goodman and stuff. He's a great hitter on a great on a bad team and stuff. Jake McCarthy is a good player. He's on a bad team. It really doesn't matter what team it is, just matter what the player is and stuff. So that's all that matters in a way. I get it's a team effort, but again, just Shohei Ohtani cannot win a freaking World Series just by himself. Okay? The whole team won together. That's how good why they are and stuff, and why they won back-to-backs and here and there and stuff. It's crazy enough, yes, Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani did not make in the playoffs as an Angel because the Angels sucked. Okay? Makes sense. You had the two of the highest players, but that's only it. Gotta have the whole team together and stuff. You can hit the most home runs you can, but you're not gonna win World Series and stuff. That's what it is. So, I get it about the the bullpen, struggling today and stuff, but it's what it is and stuff. Scoring, I actually took some off because they were mostly sack flies and stuff, but I'm not going to talk every score of it, so I kind of down a little bit and stuff. Loris Guerrero Jr. hit a RBI double to make it 2-0 bottom of the 4th, and then TJ Romefield hit a RBI double to tie the game up 2-2 top of the 8th, and then Chad Stevens got a RBI single to make it 3-2 top of the 9th, and that is the final score. Diamondbacks lost 2-3, making their record 26-24. Now we are 2 up as 500, so we just went 1 down. So our 5 winning streak is over and stuff. So that's pretty much at that. Progress, gotta see more offense in a way and stuff. We can't have this 50-50 where some people can hit, some people can't and stuff. I think the most people need to get back into hitting and stuff. Marte hit 1 for 4. He needs to get back into it. Carroll went 2 for 4. That was pretty good. Perdomo, I know he's walking and doing other things, but he went 0 for 2 in some ways and stuff. If that is correct, I'm not 100% sure on that. And stuff, Nolan Arenado went 0 for 3. Yeah, one hit. It's not going to do nothing. And stuff, Vargas went 0 for 4. He needs to get back into it and stuff. I'm not going to talk about Lois Guerrero Jr. He did the most of it. He's the one scored all score and stuff. He just basically did a sac fly and RBI double. Like, that's it and stuff. Marino is 0 for 4. He needs to get back into it and stuff. Adrian De Castro as well, 0 for 4. And Ryan Wolfsmith as 2 for 3 today and stuff. And then Jorge Barrosa and Jose Fernandez didn't do nothing. So we got to get back into offense and stuff, getting the hitting streak back into it in a way and stuff. I get like it's the Rockies. You think enough of this will be easy enough. We just lost today, on a 3-2 record. 3-2 score and stuff. So clearly enough. You can say enough of the starting pitcher for the Rockies did great and stuff, and keeping the Diamondbacks not scoring so much and stuff. But in a way of enough, we need to say enough of who cares who's pitching and stuff. Like, let's go up in there and get a base hit, get some runs, get a home run. Doesn't matter what it is: grand slam, 3 home run, 2 home run, solo home run, triple, double, single, walk, hit by pitch, anything, get on base and stuff. That's all that matters. And if there's if there's a runner on base, get them to home. Get an RBI, second fly, get something, help the team out and stuff. If you're the batter and stuff, pitching wise enough. I think starting pitching is doing good. I think everybody's doing their job. In a way, Gallen's going to pitch tomorrow, so hopefully he does well and stuff. But I get about enough. Bullpen didn't do the best of today and stuff, but they're still solid today and stuff. But gonna understand enough of our offense didn't do more well of enough. I understand we've been winning a lot of games later. Later, I meant to say, sorry. So basically for that enough, we are getting scoring and stuff, but we're not scoring enough and stuff. And I get pitching is also helping us to get back into it, but offense not doing anything and stuff. And then fortunately enough, bullpen been, helping us enough to not let the opponent teams to get more runs so we can get back in the game and stuff. And then fortunately today it just kind of exploded at the end on Juan Morello and Ryan Thompson, and they only gave up only 1 run each person and stuff, and then that was the final score. So offense needs to go on it. Pitching is doing good, but not the help we need and stuff, and that's basically that. There's one more thing I want to talk about and stuff, is about Corbin Carroll. So what I realized enough back then when he said bullpen, I specifically thought he was helping the bullpen for the Diamondbacks. I was specifically wrong with that. So today, now hearing about what he was doing when he was injured on the IL and stuff, he looks healthy, whatever and stuff. He is coming very closer to come back to the roster and be part of the starting pitching roster, rotation, meant to say, and stuff, so he can get back into it and stuff and be Corbin Burns. We always watch and stuff. So, I guess if you're on the IL, same thing with the rest of the pitchers, I guess you get some practice in a way, and I don't know where, the minor leagues or somewhere and stuff. But I guess they put Corbin Burns in the bullpen for practice and stuff, and that's where the bullpen came from. So I specifically thought enough of he was injured, maybe he just can be a teammate, help a friend, help the team on the bullpen, pitching wise and stuff. That's just what I thought and stuff. But fortunately enough, he's doing bullpen practice with the rest of the other IL pitchers as well, like AJ Puck and Justin Martinez and stuff. So I was wrong the first time. So I apologize. Sorry for that and stuff. I got correctly right now because more confirmed things now to him and stuff. But, he looks great, but hopefully he can come healthy and ready for the team. So we'll wait from that point of view and stuff. So our goal for tomorrow and more forward with the series with the Rockies, because this is a Game 4 series and stuff. We won one, we lost one. Our goal for today is we need to win tomorrow. We got to win tomorrow, because the thing is enough, because we got to win both games, by the way. We got to win tomorrow. We got to win Game 4 as well and stuff to win the series and stuff. We do not want, we can win tomorrow and stuff. We cannot lose Game 4, because if we win Game 3, but we lose Game 4, then we again, it's a weird word to say, split the series with the team you're playing and stuff. And we don't want that. We don't want to split. We want to win the series. So, if we split, it's going to happen and stuff. Hopefully we don't lose the series, because honestly enough, the Rockies have won. They could win 2 more and win the series over us and stuff, and we don't want that and stuff. So, if we do lose tomorrow, then that means enough. It's kind of like do or die in Game 4, where enough we do need to win Game 4 if we lose Game 3 to get the split and stuff. And if the Rockies do win Game 4 as well, means they won the series over. So our goal is to win the series. So we need to win tomorrow. We need to win Game 4 to win the series over the Rockies. Hopefully we can do that and stuff. It's not like an option enough. It's 100% we can win and stuff. Rockies just won today, and we lost. You're never going to expect that, Yeah, we swept the Giants, because Giants suck as well. And we did better over them. So it's just a matter of fact who comes in and who does well and who gets on top, who will win the game. That's all that matters, We want to get on top, but it looks like enough we were going to go another, walk-off win at the 9th inning, getting back into the game and stuff and win the game and stuff. But, not all games are not going to be like that. And also, we can't win all games. So, we lose, we win, but the most enough of we want to win more and stuff. And today is just not the day. So, that's pretty much of that. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this episode. Have a great day, and thank you for watching.